everybody, I hope everybody's having a good day wherever they are. Like I say in all my videos, I'm not responsible for anybody who gets hurt, and sometimes I swear. Today I'm going to do a tarot reading on the election. I think it's an important thing. People always say, oh, it's not going to happen, it's not to happen. So I'm going to look at it in my cards. I'm with, I don't know if you can see her. Oops, Michaela. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to talk about the election and see if we're going to have an election. A lot of people say we're not going to have it, so I'm just going to ask the cards. Like, things can change. Sometimes, like I said, everything's not set in stone. So, people say in my videos, oh, this didn't happen. Well, it's called free will. People do free will, so we'll just have to see what's going to happen. I can update the video too. And this is entertainment purposes, so please tell me, are we having an election in November? Please let me know. Are we having an election in November? Is it going to happen, or is it going to be blocked? Please let me know. I'll do 5 cards. Try to see if you can see. I'm going to try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can't see it, I'll just move them up. Like I said, I'm learning. All right. It says we are, but the justice, they're looking into it, if it's going to be fair, impartial, and if there's truth when they do the counting of the ballots afterwards. They're going to find out if people are being honest about it, if it's not a crooked system. They want it to be a fair system where everybody's voting counts and it's not corrupted. They want it to be honest and, check the ballot, and they might, they want it to be, balanced, like nobody's cheating, everybody's being honest. This is entertainment purposes, and they want creative opportunity. Maybe there's going to be a different way to do the election. I said that in a previous video, that they want another opportunity. Maybe they'll do write-in ballots instead of computers, because it's less chance of being hacked and screwed up. So yeah, there might be different ways of doing it, because with computers it could be hacked. So they're going to do different ways, and there's going to be a happy surprise when it happens. There's going to be inner turmoil. A lot of people are going to be like feeling like crap, like thinking, is there going to be an election? Is there not going to be election? They'll be like, oh my God. Even the politicians are going to be like, oh my God, is it going to be a close call? There's going to be secrets coming out? I'll look that up. There's secrets that are going to be exposed, maybe on both sides, and they're worried about what's going to come out, and if we're going to have an election, even though my cards say there is right now going to be an election. And they're going to, like I said, they're going to try to release worries, because they're going to be worried, on who it's going to be like close call and they're not sure. All right. And there's going to be financial loss, having to start all over, if they have to start all over, or they have to do a recount. It's going to cost people a lot of money. Everybody's going to be pissed off if we have to recount, because it costs a lot of money to do a recount. And they're going to worry about it because it takes a lot of time. It might take till January to do the recounting, and it's going to be a pain in the ass having to do it. And people are going to be like waiting and waiting, on the fence post, not knowing which side is going to be. I feel like they're not going to know right away so far. And there's going to be difficult decisions. They're not sure what state, is going to be necessarily blue. Maybe they'll have more blue or red, and they're not 100%, so they're going to have to recount all over and do it all over. So there's going to be deadlock too. It'll be a close call in one state, maybe like I don't know, like Maine or some other states. So there's going to be deadlock. So they're going to have it, but it's not going to be smooth sailing. So far, it says it's not smooth sailing. Is it true it's not going to be smooth sailing in the election? Is it true it's not going to be smooth sailing? Are we going to have a bumpy road during the election time? Please tell me, is it going to be bumpy road during the election time? 1, 2, 3, 4. It says they want people to be fair. They want both the Republicans and Democrats to be fair to each other and not have conflict. They want to be fair. They don't want judging when the counting comes. They want to be fair and doesn't want one party saying, oh, let's do a recount. Let's do a recount. They want them to be fair. And they want you to be generous and like, oh, this is the way it came out, so you're going to have to accept it. They think they don't want them to be like, oh, this has been rigged. It's been rigged. Yeah. This is the temperance hieroglyphic, and they think there's people going to be rebellion saying, oh, this thing has been rigged. We have to do a recount. Some people are going to say we need to do. They're withholding information. They think, saying that this has been rigged and everything. They don't trust how the government and how the each state is doing the count. So they want to do. They're going to be rebelling and saying there's going to be protesting. People say this is unfair. We don't like the outcome. And people are going to be reckless. This is a fool. People are going to be reckless. They're going to say, oh, we need a recount or count over, or you might have to do it all over again where we have to re-vote again. People are going to be hesitation on, oh God, are we going to have to go through another election because this might not be the best. And that's the fool in reverse. And there's going to be new ideas on how to do an election. Like I said, there's going to be new ideas. They don't like the way the election is going, so they're going to try to have new ideas of how an election works, and there's better opportunities of finding a different way to do an election. So they hate the way the election is going to be going. They think it's rigged. I'm going to look that up. Do they think the election is going to be rigged on either party or one of them? I'm going to ask 3 cards. Do they think the election's going to be rigged? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, some of them think it's going to, they want it to be fair. They don't want to think judgmental, saying, oh, this is rigged. They want to this is the justice card. I just shuffled the card, and they say that they want it to be justice and fair and balanced. They don't want it to be unfair. They want it to be fair, where they don't want to have to start over voting or have to have another election. That would be a pain in the ass, have to start over and have to do a recount. They want it to be fair. They don't want to have to go through all the pain in the ass of going to a recount. And and they want another opportunity to make it more fair. God, we got this again. And also they think there's inner turmoil. A lot of people are going to go through stress, and they're saying, oh God, this is a pain in the ass going through another election. This is not going to go well. So yeah, they're not happy. They feel turmoil and they're worried about how it's going to go. Are they going to, what was it? I was thinking about something. Are they going to have to do a recount in the election? Are they going to have to do a recount? Please tell me, are they gonna have to do a recount? I wanna do 3 cards. Are they gonna have to do a recount of the election? It says they think something's unfair and unfair in the election. They don't like the way it's turned out. Like either side is not going to be happy about the income. Mostly, if it's a Republican, they're not going to be happy about it. They'll say it's one-sided. They say this is unfair. We need a recount. They don't like it. This is the Six of Pentacles. They don't like the outcome, so they're going to think it's unfair. And they're going to be selfish. They'll say, oh, they're not going to accept the way it is, the outcome. They want to tell it the vote's over. So I think, yes, I feel like they're going to complain and bitch and complain. And they'll be like a bully. Hey, we want a recount. Oh, we want a recount. And this is the moon in reverse. They'll try to be calm about it. They're not going to be too upset about it. And at least fears the Democrats would be fearful of having a recount because they're scared that it might not turn out the way they want because the Republicans might do something to do it. And they're going to overcome anxiety and upsetness because if they do a recount, they might find more votes toward the other side. So they're not too happy about that. And they're lucky. They want luck on their side, on the Democrats. They want luck on their side, yeah. Let me think of a question. Will it take till January to find out the results, or will it take a short time? Will it take to January to find the finally outcome of the election? Will it take to January for the election results? Please let me know. Will they be? Hey, girl, don't do that. Will they be waiting till January or February for the results? Please tell me. Yeah, it's going to take a while, movement, because it's going to take a while because there's going to be some hang-ups. People don't want to hear what the truth is coming out, and it will take a while for the results to come. So it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while because people won't be happy for the results. So they're going to try to do stuff to make it go their way, which isn't right, but that's the way it is. And they want progress and action. They want it to go quickly, though, even though it's going to take a while. They want action. Yeah, this is a Chariot. They want action. They want it to go fast. They don't want it to be prolonged. And this is the Temperance in reverse. They see this person has alcohol problems that want a recount. He drinks a lot. He does things that aren't ethical. And he thinks he's self-healing. He thinks his health is fine and he's going to get better. And he thinks the people are going to be happy with the outcome because of the nurturing. They think that there's going to be good development when they find out who's going to be running. So they'll be happy when people skills. You have a flair for working well. This person's going to be working well, whoever becomes president. I'm going to ask, I don't know if anybody's ever asked that. Will that Robert Kennedy who says, oh, I'll work with you, Trump. Is that going to help Trump or hurt him? His race to the White House. Is Robert Kennedy Jr. going to help his cause or is it going to hurt his cause? Let me know. Will it make things better or worse in the long run, in the future? I'm doing some oracle cards, so. Please tell me, is Robert Jr., you know, is it gonna help Trump's cause or make it suckier? Please tell me. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna really do either one. It's gonna be clarity. People who work, because he's voting. Hey, don't do that. Sorry, my dog. Mental clarity. People think having Robert Kennedy as an independent is a good idea. Some people like it. You know, the people who are voting for Trump think it's a good idea of having having, this is entertainment purposes, that having a Kennedy in the being endorsing a Kennedy is a good idea. They think it's a great idea. Trump thinks it's a great idea. Oh, great! We have a independent who was a Democrat, who was the Kennedy's brother's father. Yeah, so they think it's a good idea. They think it's successful. They think he's smart. They think he's also, this is the Knight of Swords, they think he's restless. He's like loose cannon. You don't know if you can trust him. And he's going to have burnout when he's running with the Republicans. So also Trump's going to have burnout with him. He's not going to want him in his campaign with him. He doesn't want to endorse him anymore. After a while, he's going to be burnt out. Trump, he won't like him. He'll think he's a loose cannon, and there's going to be consequences of having him be with Trump and the Republican Party. No, they're going to eventually not like Kennedy being with him. And he's also and Trump is living in the past, and he thinks he's going to be a better president than he is going to be. So yeah, they're living in the past. They think he wants to move forward, and he would leave home and move into the White House. And he thinks he has people skills, and he'd be a people person. Also, Robert Kennedy Jr. thought he would be a good people person, being with Trump. And you'll leave a job quickly. So he thinks he would leave the job, what he's doing, Robert Kennedy, to be with Trump. And Trump would be, with the heron or the rabbit. He would be good as a president, and he would move fast, being the president. So it says Trump will accept him, but after a while he'll get tired of Robert Kennedy Jr. So he will eventually say, "Oh God, I made the biggest mistake having him endorse me. He's problems, maybe, yeah." So they said he's having problems. Is there anything else you want to tell me about the election? Anything else you want to tell me about the election, please? For entertainment purposes only. Can you tell me what's going to be in the election? We know it's going to happen. And Trump got endorsed by Robert Kennedy, which he thinks is going to be a big mistake. It's going to hurt him. It's going to help him, but then later it's going to hurt him, and he's going to kick him to the curb eventually. Is there anything else you want to tell me, please, about the election? Oops, sorry. All right, there's going to be mental clarity. Someone's going to clarity. I feel like in the Democrats, there's going to be clarity. They're going to find a new purpose. They might have more people coming on their side besides Hillary Clinton, the Obama oh bruh, a lot of people are going to be supporting the Democrat Party, so they're going to be they'll have new ideas of how to make the United States better and our allies. They're going to have better ideas, like make peace, not war. So yeah, and they think. And hopefully, but there'll be some new conflicts with the Republican Party, because even if they win the Democrats win, they're going to have problems with the people, with the Republicans, because they will try to do nothing to help. They want it to be their way or the highway. So they're gonna be having problems with the Republicans if they win, because they'll be pissed off because they lost, and they don't want to, you scratch my back or scratch, unless there's something, underhanded. So yeah, there'd be conflict because of, they might win, the Democrats might win, and there's going to be restlessness. People are going to be restless. This is this Knight of Swords in reverse. This is the people are going to be impatient. Like hurry up with the results. People are going to be, and they're going to be unpredictable. People are going to be unpredictable. I'm going to look that up. This is the Six of Cups in reverse. People are living in the past. Like, oh, we want a leader that's good and stands up for us, not who cares about themselves. So there's some people who want people to who are living in the past and want ideas like Donald Trump's ideas, like in living in the past, like the 50s and 60s. So independence, it's time to go out on your own. So the person's going to go out on his own and do a good job. The cat, how a cat is independent, wants to do it on his own. And there's going to be beginning. It's a good time to start a new job or career. So the person's going to have a good career. I asked before, but I'm not, this is entertainment purposes. Like I said, things can change, and I'll do an update on the election. What side is going to win, the Republicans or the Democrats? We already said there's going to be a hold on that, and it's going to take a couple months, but who's going to be the outcome? Is it going to be the Republicans, or is it going to be the Democrats? Which side is it going to be on top? Please tell me. Is it going to be the Republicans or the Democrats? Entertainment purposes, things can change, you never know. It says it's going to be a person who's compassion and nurturing and caring about the people who they're running the country. It's a person who cares about the people and just not have their own hidden agendas, and who's emotional stable. Person who's stable, who's not like who's an air sign, who thinks before they speak and just doesn't blah their mouth open, and who says things that are kind of things that aren't appropriate, and the person is stable, playing with a full deck, and who cares about the people and how to change it, and is compassionate, who cares about the people and the other countries, And this person has, this is the Knight of Wands in reverse. This person's passionate projects, but this person gets angry a little bit because, if you don't have someone who will accept help, or the person will ask for help, like if this person's a president and wants the Republicans to help, and they won't budge, they'll get angry, or if the media says things they don't like, they're not a person who will like let them march all over. This person's not gonna be a person to be marched all over and screwed with. The person's going to have good ideas, new ideas about how the economy should be going. We shouldn't have wars with other countries. We should get along. Gun control, gun things, poverty, feeding children, being, not just, have ideas, not just a person who splits hate and this nasty thing. This person has ideas. This person talks the talk and walks the walk. This person will do the job, hopefully. And this person will have negative thoughts too, because, like I said, this person will be around people who are negative, saying, "Oh, you can't do the job." The other side will say, "Oh, we're not going to help you out. We're not going to support your ideas." They're going to be like they're going to think negative thoughts because they don't want. They think the other side will not help them. They'll be spreading nastiness, rumors, and try to make them look bad. So, yeah. And they feel like they try to do the best they can under the circumstances. So this sounds like a person who's caring, loving. So it sounds like, I'm not being biased in this thing, but it sounds like Harris, because she's compassion. She cares about the people. She's not into, throwing people underneath the bus and saying nasty things. So, yeah, I'm going to see. How's one more question about the vice president candidate and the Democrat. How's that going to go with her and him? How's that going to go? I'm just doing 2 cards. They're going to be encouraged together. They're going to work well together. They're going to be passionate with their beliefs in the democratic things. They're going to stand up for themselves, not going to take crap from the Republicans or the media. They're going to stand their ground. They're going to work as a good team with the other Democrats. So they're going to be, passionate and caring. They'll care about the little guy, the middle class poor, the middle class and the poor. So they're going to be passionate. And there's going to be some greed. Some people can be greedy, on the Democrat side. Some people can be greedy. They want things to go their way or the highway. They might think, the Republicans are not helping out, so we're going to be greedy. They don't want to stoop to the level, but they might have to because of the way things are, They don't want to do it. And they can be very stubborn. She's a stubborn person in some cases, and so is the vice president candidate for the Democrat. He can be stubborn, and she can be stubborn too. So they don't take crap from the Republicans or the media. So they're gonna on the Republican side. So yeah. So far it says Harris and Tim Walz are gonna be the president and vice president. A lot of people say it's gonna be Donald Trump, but in my reading it says it's gonna be Harris, because it says a person who's nurturing, caring, and is looking out for the people. So that's what my reading. I'll see an upcoming reading in the future about the election when it gets closer. As time goes, there'll be a part 2. I always do that. I think it's a good idea doing a part 2. I know a lot of people in my tarot reading like Donald Trump, so that's their thing. I don't personally like him, but I don't let that affect my reading. A lot of people say, oh, it does. No, I just read the cards the way it is to me. So until my next YouTube video on tarot cards or other subjects, take care and have a good day, and bye.